raid battle and lost multiple tanks in the that's Upmagic, that is, by the way. And Upmagic lost all his raids, a lot of his tanks to ForGG's numerous amount of raids. And now it's pretty much a standard Terran, using the siege lines to push people, to push your opponent back while you're expanding. And yeah, it's gonna enter into that period where everyone's just gonna macro up a huge army, then they're gonna clash with each other with dropships.
Yep. This is why I really hate TVTs per se.
Yeah.
Just because it's so dull most of the time. I cannot stand watching a TVT unless someone goes for like a 2-port raid or something. I don't know, like. But standard TVT just takes. I mean, not just the energy to commentate this game. I mean, it just takes so much time out of your life, like like an hour or something. And oh, did you go to the washroom? Oh yeah, I think you guys went to the washroom or something. Anyways, yeah, for ForGG is gonna go try and do some harassment with his raid, but it's gonna fail miserably.
Yeah, but I mean, he's just trying to make the most out of his 2 raids, which are pretty much useless now because Upmagic has a lot of Goliath with range, and he's just trying to do as much as he can with his raids. Sometimes you can catch your opponent off guard and get a few SCVs, and every SCV counts in here, and yeah.
So on the subject of TVTs, the most amazing TVT I've ever seen was Flash versus Slayer Boxer.
Really?
If you remember that game, that was Slayer Boxer actually won that game. Was about 2 years ago or a year ago. I forgot.
Like in
but
what
that game was
league? What league is it? Like Pro League, MSL, OSL?
I think it was MSL.
MSL. Oh.
But yeah, because was winners that game, I think, and it was a crazy game. It was on this Destination, and I remember that Slayer Boxer just focus fired down every single one of Flash's dropships.
Oh.
Every chance he had. And that game was just miraculously crazy for Slayer Boxer because he just like sniped everything. And as we all know, the dropships is the bulk of the Terran army.
Yeah, it's very important because Terran mech army is incredibly immobile, and there's no way you can move around the map like against a mobile army that can backstab you anytime. So that's why they need the dropships to increase their mobility, so they can defend multiple areas at once, travel across the map faster. But there's also a very big consequence or risk that comes with it, and that's getting focus fire down your dropships. And I mean, let's say each one of them carries like 4 Goliaths or like 2 tanks. That's a lot of money gone from just getting focus fire down.
Yeah, and Upmagic doing some cute flanks here and there, and actually taking out ForGG's front tank line with his vultures, and coming in for a drop.
Yep. And
this might actually equalize the damage that he did to ForGG. ForGG, you're gonna snipe a few of those SCBs, and
but I don't think that's enough. I mean, ForGG in the middle of the map lost everything to a flank by Upmagic. He lost multiple tanks, he lost a few vultures, and here I mean, how many did he kill? One of the tank has 3 kills, and the other one, let's just say, the other one's probably 6 kills, okay? So they have 10 kills between them. That's a lot of SCVs. I mean, actually, it's dealing more damage than I think it would, because Upmagic is not pulling them away.
No.
Yeah, so they have around a dozen kills between those two, and yeah, that's a great deal of economic damage.
And not just the SCB kills, just they have to build back SCB, the mining time that he lost, and the vultures that he lost to these tanks. And oh my, that Goliath eating a mine in the face.
Yeah,
face.
Also, Upmagic was in a great position when he destroyed ForGG's army in the middle, but now he was able to actually advance a lot, but now he can't because he has to pull most of his units back into his way back into his natural, and then not natural main, and then deal with the drop. So that's actually pretty good for ForGG because he's getting some fire off of his front line, off of his natural, so he wouldn't be overwhelmed. And he's going now for another drop.
Oh man,
this is full of units. Yeah.
This is painful to watch. As Upmagic this is quite painful because Upmagic has no dropships at all. There's no way he can counter
Well, Upmagic is definitely making dropships, and yeah, like just I was saying, I mean,
And then double
yeah,
sprinted.
Upmagic cannot
attack.
put any pressure on 4GG's front now because most of his units, damage-dealing units like Goliath and tanks, are in his main or in his natural, trying to deal with these drops at 4GG, and you see he has only have 4 tanks there. There's no way he can advance, and 4GG in the meantime can rebuild his army. And yeah, and he's doing some brilliant harass. I mean, from the back, he comes in with dropships, forces all of Upmagic's units to go into the natural, and forces all Upmagic's SCVs in the main to be transferred into natural. And then he comes in with like 8 or 9 vultures and just slaughters all of them, most of them actually.
No, this is now. Upmagic was actually in a great position before because he took an early second expansion, but now being denied the mining of main, natural, and the third base. This is he is in a shitload of trouble right now.
I mean, he does have 3 bases, but I mean,
so does 4GG.
4GG, yeah, but I just want to point out that he has 3 bases, but none of them are actually fully mining. His natural might be like resaturated now, his main maybe, but his third base, as the Korean commentators pointed out, there's like 2 SCVs only, while 4GG has 3 fully saturated mining bases and an air superiority with the dropships. So,
good catch on that's
a neat little trick. Yeah, Upmagic did there, blocking with 2 supply depots. The mine didn't actually. And now I don't think. He's actually. Yeah, he actually scanned. So he's. I mean.
No, sorry.
4GG is in a great position now. I mean, he has 3 bases. He has lots of units, lots of factories pumping out, and he has an air superiority. I mean, I don't know why Upmagic is not making dropships, and instead he's making Wraiths. So I'm not too sure.
No, if only his Wraith can catch those dropships in midair, he can maybe get back into this game. But that doesn't look. That doesn't look. That's gonna happen.
Yeah, he doesn't have enough Wraiths.
What Upmagic is gonna try and do is basically just turtle as much as he can, contain 4GG as much as he can on the ground for as long as he can, and try to crawl back into this game slowly and slowly and slowly, because he's so behind economically. It is if 4GG just committed to an all-in attack, I think he might actually come out on top.
Yeah, as you can see, as a content Upmagic only has 5 factories pumping, and he's pumping a lot of Wraiths, so that's less Siege Tanks, less Goliath. So he definitely needs to contain 4GG, and he cannot let 4GG just come in with Vulture raids, destroying his mineral lines. That if he allows any of those to happen, he's definitely out of this game.
Yeah, from the first point of view, you can see that actually 4GG is actually running out of